Oh my gosh, you guys! When I went to hit the, when I went to hit the little intro, I hit the three dots instead. Good grief! Talk about a foul.
Good morning, ladies. How are y'all?
Good morning, Nana Cat. Good morning, Keri. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Robin. Good
Hey, can't stay, but I left you some love. Well, thank you so much, you sweet bunny. Thank you, thank you. I hope everyone is having a great Thursday.
I'm just glad Zoom is back to normal now that Robin's back in her regular routine.
Ah, had y'all all messed up?
Yes, she sure did. She was gone for seemed like forever. And her and Jane were both in Zoom, and oh my gosh, I couldn't stop laughing. I had tears coming out of my eyes.
Well,
Okay, you
that's good.
guys. So I can't get away from making blankets, but I decided to shop my stash instead of doing a kit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm making this.
Isn't it purty?
And it's
I
out of
think it is.
chai.
I think it's pretty. Michelle
So
said they had way too many men and dogs last night. Little Carrie, woo! Okay, back on getting ready. What did I miss about Robin? Carrie was just saying that she was so glad that she was back from whatever she had going on. Uh,
she
and with
was just
her and
busy
Jane
for a
both,
while.
yeah, with her and Jane both in Zoom yesterday afternoon.
No,
Carrie
just the
was
last couple of days.
just the last couple of days.
Yeah, the
Good
last.
morning, Amy. Thank you for being here with us. I hope your day is going well. And there's Sandra, too.
Hi, Sandra. Hi, Amy.
Ah, little Carrie's getting ready for her cardio PT.
Take it easy today, Keri.
Well, I didn't get to do anything that Maureen, wanted to do for herself yesterday because I had to do some stuff for my hubby. As I was telling Carrie, I told him yesterday evening, I spent 9 hours doing paperwork for him. And I said, "You better be glad that I love you."
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Robin says, "I've got a lunch date today, so I can only stay for about 15 minutes." Well, yay.
Uh, grumble, grumble.
Sandra said, I.
Alexa, stop.
Sandra said, I saw a meme on Facebook this morning. It was like an AA meeting, but each stood up, said their name, and I
Alexa,
haven't bought yarn for
stop.
25 days. And it made me think of Carrie. Oh,
Hey, I haven't bought yarn for 25 days.
that's what she said. It made her think of you. Good morning, Narcia.
Good morning, Darcia. Good morning, Laura.
I was going to say, oh, awesome, a triple C raid. Well, thank you. Laura says that she's doing laundry and it's a triple C raid. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, little Carrie, I'm so sorry. She said, yeah, no joke after having a migraine last night. I'm definitely not feeling it today.
Okay, Kat. She can only listen on one device as she's on the road.
That's
On
okay.
the
You
road
just
trip.
listen and pay attention to your drive. Well, Darcia, I am doing very well today. I really am.
I'm doing okay. You guys, you have to hear this little story.
Oh.
So you guys know me so well. You know that I'm an honest person. So I called Social Security because I have to. What am I doing?
I don't know. Maybe put that down for a minute.
Oh no, I was doing it right.
Okay.
I have to. Whenever my income changes, I have to notify them. And I got a new car, so I had to notify them. And I was getting rid of my old cars. There you guys are. Just
Oh.
all you can see was a little bit of my head. So I had to notify them. And he said, okay, well, let me look up the Bonneville and see how much it's worth. And I'm like, why? I'm donating it
Yeah.
to a charitable cause. I mean, I'm giving it to teenagers to learn how to work on cars
Mm-hmm.
in my city. So he says, well, it's worth $1,200. And I said, well, it's better than a doornail. It's going to cost more than that for anybody to fix it. And he goes, well, we're going to have to take away your February check and part of your March check. And I said, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, you won't get your February check and you won't get part of your March check. And I said, as in like the money that I get from you? And he says, yes. And I said, oh, um, oh, okay. So if I sell it, and he says, well, see, that's the catch 22. If you sell it, you still would lose the money from your check, but then you'd also lose $1,200 more for selling it or the amount of money that you sold it for. And I'm like going, so I'm screwed either way, basically.
Mm.
And so my mom, that's that deal. And my mom asked me yesterday or the day before how much of a trust I could have before Social Security would take away part of my Social Security. And I said, I don't know. Well, so I asked him just so I could give her the information. And he said it's dollar for dollar. And I said, okay. So I told my mom, I said, it's dollar for dollar. And she said, why did you even bring it up to him? And I said, because I was wondering to let you know. It's not a big deal. What are they going to do? Take money away from me that they don't know what I'm going to get and you're still alive? They can't do that. And they know that when I turn 60, I get survivor benefits. It's already in my thing. So, and when I turn 60, I get off a disability, I get the survivor benefits. I know, right, Michelle?
Yep.
so
Exactly what I told her. Mm.
so when I turn 60, and I'm 57, so I've got 2.5 years until I turn 60. I get my first husband's Social Security for survivor benefits, and then I can make as much money as I want on YouTube, and I don't have to claim it, and I can get a trust and I don't have to claim it. I can do stocks and bonds and I don't have to claim it. I can get a job and I wouldn't like I can get a job, but I can't even hardly walk. But hey, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I could get a sitting down job in my chair and whatever. So I told my mom, I said, well, you can't die until after I turn 60. And she says, well, I can't I can't make up anybody's mind about when I'm going to die. And I said, I just tell you, you can't die until after I turn 60. That's all there is to it. So
Oh,
I
Keri.
ended that deal. I mean, she's healthy. She'll live that long anyway. But so that's the fiasco I was dealing with yesterday.
I know, Michelle. Isn't that awful? I mean, you're making a charitable donation. And yes, she can claim it at the end of the year, like on her taxes. But
Okay, and that's another thing. That's another thing. Since you brought that up, I don't. I don't file taxes because I only make $10,000, and I barely make $10,000. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't even make $10,000.
wow.
So now they're going to take $1,200, so I won't even make the $10,000. Basically, they're taking 3/4 of my YouTube money.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Hello. Good morning, Sam. How are you today?
Good morning, Sam.
Exactly, Michelle. Your mother can make the trust effective at your age of 60, like they do for kids being adults 21 or 25. Good morning, Jamie. You're lurking and cleaning the kitchen. Well, sweetheart,
Hi,
you just go
Jamie.
ahead and clean away.
Well, even if she does that, I think that's a good idea, Michelle. Good afternoon, Sam.
Oh, Sam, where are you?
He's in hi Tina.
Good
He is in
morning,
the
Tina.
UK.
Oh, you do? Okay, so it's afternoon for you.
That's our glove friend.
I know, but I didn't know where he lived. Or if I did, I've already forgotten. I mean, Michelle says, Jamie, shh, with the cleaning. Hmm. Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. She said, and she's buffering bad on her end. Man, nearly dinner time there for you was nearly, well, give us about another 50 minutes and it'll be lunchtime for me.
It's breakfast time for me.
Sam, I made a Walmart order yesterday morning and did not put disposable gloves on my list.
You
Although
forgot?
really, yeah, really, I haven't had to do much cleaning. Here it's just like a little studio apartment.
I had to let them know because it was the car that he asked. And what's going on with the Bonneville? Because the Bonneville was, he said, are you keeping it as a secondary car? And I said, no, I'm giving it away.
Mm.
Good morning, Mara.
Good morning, Mara, sweetheart. Well, then here begs the question. If you'd have kept it as a second car, would you still have taken a hit?
Yep.
Okay. So, like you said.
Yeah, because it would have been added income into my repertoire.
Oh my goodness. Your portfolio.
Yeah.
Good morning, Paula. How are you today? Ellie, good morning.
Good
Oh,
morning, Ellie.
she says she's got her volume turned down low because she's at the doctor's office getting her son's allergy shots. Oh,
Good morning, Paula. How come we haven't seen you in Zoom, Miss Paula?
well,
Inquiring minds want to know.
inquiring minds. Maybe she's just been busy. Darcy is still says still none of their business. I wouldn't have called and told them nothing. Oh, well, it's a shame that it turned out that way. It just really, really is.
Well, I know one thing.
What's that, sweetie? Oh, that's a good idea, Nana
I
Cat. You
don't know.
a value on the Bonneville in its current condition if you disagree with their estimate.
I would have to have two people come out here because it's not drivable.
Yeah.
It's because, okay,
Michelle says she doesn't
so
understand why your changing
I'm
of
gonna,
cars should
right,
affect your social security.
I'm gonna
Explain.
explain.
Okay.
So before I was disabled, I took care of my kids. I didn't work. We lived on my first husband's Social Security. Me and the kids, we lived on survivor benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had gotten remarried, I lost my survivor benefits, or I would be getting Tom's Social Security and
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be an issue. But because I was stupid and got remarried like a dum dum,
Oh, really? Estimates must be done from a dealership. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
hi Tina. I think I said hi already.
Yes.
Anyway, so
Good morning,
because I
Lydia.
didn't have any,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
good
interrupt you.
morning, Lydia. That's okay. Because I didn't have any money going into Social Security for years, I didn't have any money to draw from.
Right.
So they are giving me the minimum amount of Social Security. So basically, they get to say how it works. And if anything comes into my possession that's worth anything, I have to tell them about it. Like if I get a car, they have to know. If I make any money, they have to know. If, for instance, I get a birthday gift and it's cash, I'm supposed to tell them. If I get a Christmas gift from my family and it's cash, I'm supposed to tell them. Um,
Wow.
um, do I? Um, I can't answer that. Under the grounds, I might incriminate myself. But I mean, seriously, it's insane.
Yep.
Of course, I tell them. Of course. So that's why I called them up and told them on the
Mm-hmm.
phone that I got a new car and that I was.
Oh, I love you, Michelle.
I love you, Michelle.
Be safe, Robin. Enjoy your lunch.
Bye, Robin. Have fun. See you when you get home. Um, that's why I called them and told them about the car. I also had a couple questions about other things. Um, and so, yeah.
Mm. Good morning.
Faith
Oh,
Louise.
I. Oh, well, I was just reading up above that. Mars and hers jumped at the same time. Good morning, Faith Louise. Mars just telling Robin bye. How are you doing today, Faith?
So anyway, that's how my day went yesterday. And
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean it was a hard. Hi, Gigi.
Hello, Gigi. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome in.
Yes. It was a hard hit to know that that car that I'm giving away is worth $1,200 and that they're going to tag me for it. It was hard.
Yes,
But I do know that God will take care of me. So,
yes, he will. Yes, he will. Sandra says surviving children benefits can be crazy. Yes, they can. When daddy died, there were still 4 kids. Years after they became adults, mom got a letter stating they overpaid more than $5,000 and demanded immediate payment. That was in the 1980s. You've got to be kidding me.
wow.
Little Carrie says, didn't he say he'd look into it and that it might not be a for sure thing? That's
Yes, he
our
did.
prayer, little Carrie. Yes. So those of you that pray, please keep our Carrie in your prayers, and that there may be a loophole that keeps her from having to have her money withheld. Oh, Darcia. She says a slip of the lip can sink a ship. That adds too much whenever you give out too much information. Did they wanted to know if you dropped a load when you went to the bathroom? And I'm with you, Michelle. I'd call around to see if you can't get someone to call out to fight on that one. Mm. Oh, Darcia, that's funny. But I do hear you. Sometimes they demand too much of your business, you know?
They do.
And I just really think that, that's probably why, whenever you stop and think about it, more people don't do charitable donations because of the kind of pickle it could put them in, like Carrie's sitting in at the moment.
Well, regardless of, so I would be tagged $1,200 whether I gave it away, whether I kept it. Now, if I sold it, I would be tagged the $1,200 plus the amount of money that I sold it for.
Yep. So, like I said, it's just, mm, I wonder if you claim that it got stolen. I mean, it's a hypothetical, folks. Hypothetical. I wonder what they do in a situation like that. I realize that it's not drivable, but it still could have.
Walked off.
Yeah. What do you do then? What do they do then?
I don't
Or
know.
as let's see, what was it? Uh I used to always hear the saying, it's not even worth driving off a cliff. So what happens if it accidentally got burned, or there's all sorts of weird things that could happen to a Bonneville. They are kind of a classy car, or were in their day.
Yeah, they probably.
Nana Cat says they'd want a police report. Ah, Nana Cat, you couldn't let me dream there for just a little bit. Little Carrie asked, hadn't you already told them a long time ago when you first got the Bonneville? The way they're acting seems like they didn't know. So weird.
Yeah, no, they knew I had the Bonneville.
I know, Sandra. But it could have very easily, let's see, you're in Washington. It very easily could have ended up on a slow boat to China. When I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, one evening, my husband and I went downtown Fort Worth to have supper. And when we came out, we couldn't find my Suburban. We looked everywhere for it. I mean, everywhere. So we went back into the restaurant and called the police. They came out, and of course, they took the report. And one gentleman, he was just very matter of fact. He said, "Ma'am, I don't want to get your hopes up, but you do know that Suburbans are a very popular item to steal." And I'm thinking, well, what makes them so much more popular than, any other car? And he said, well, if we can't recover it, I would bet you that it's already on its way to Mexico. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And once they get there, excuse me. So, yeah, what do you do when it can't be recovered? It's stolen. I mean, people change identification marks all the time on vehicles.
Gosh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Miss Tiff. How are you?
Good morning, Tiffany.
Nana Cat said, I'm on Social Security, and they demanded the same information we had to have. Mm-mm-mm. Hanging in there. We got some sunshine today for a change. Well, that is awesome.
We got it's 40 and rain.
Ooh. Well, we're supposed to start having rain later this evening and go all the way through the weekend. And this will be the first weekend that my husband has both Saturday and Sunday off since Christmas. So, yeah, he was looking to either get in a round of golf or try to go find a place where he could wet his fishing pole, and not going to happen.
I have a question. They're making a really big deal about, and I know this isn't yarny stuff, but today just hasn't been about yarny stuff. They're going to use nitro. What is that gas that they're going to use on that guy? I can't remember where. That was sentenced on death row. They tried to do the lethal injection on him 2 years ago.
Yes.
They're going to use, they don't even use it on some pets. Some pets. Some
Yeah,
pets.
I know.
They do use it on others. So why would we care if it's inhumane or not? If they're found guilty of an inhumane crime, why would we care if it's inhumane? I'm just asking, not that I believe that it's right or wrong. I'm only asking.
Yes, I know who you're talking about because I saw that yesterday. And of course, it won't show up on my feed today.
Oh, I just had it on mine.
Uh, oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Maybe.
Alabama Nitro.
Yep.
I didn't get to see his name. It went too fast. But it's in Alabama.
Yep.
Yeah, it is in Alabama.
Yep. Because he will be the first
Hi,
one
friend.
to have that, I think. Good morning, Nitro. There you go. Hypoxia. I think that's right.
It's nitrogen gas. Oh,
Yep, Darcy.
nobody has an opinion on it.
Mm. I do know what I read. He will be the first one in Alabama to have that. Yep.
Is it awful of me to hope that it's painful and uncomfortable and I mean because the way it was they couldn't stick him for the lethal injection.
Mm-hmm. Michelle says I can't say my opinion on here.
Oh, okay. So do you agree or disagree?
About the lethal injection?
No, about this gassing.
Well, why isn't any different? I mean, if we're going to enact the death penalty and follow through with it, what difference does it matter
How they do
how it
it.
happens? Whether it's
I mean, I don't know why they just don't stand them up and put a black bag over their head and let a line of people start shooting at them.
Mhm, like
Be
they do
like,
in many other countries. Yes.
mm-hmm.
Ellie says, I'm doing a Valentine's Day themed yarn swap with me on my channel. The last day to sign up is today, if anyone is interested. I shared my video on my community tab yesterday. Well, that is awful nice. Good morning, Amy
Amy,
T.
good morning, Amy T.
She is out running around doing errands, but she's listening to us anyway. That's good. Jamie says, I'm afraid I'm going to be in trouble with them since I haven't been reporting every little thing.
Jamie, your social security could be different than mine.
Yeah, it may vary from state to state.
Well,
Sandra said that,
it's different person to person and state to state.
hmm. Sandra said that there are still some states that have the firing squad. I did not know that. Wow. Oh, Ellie, type the word drop, sweetheart. Michelle wants to make sure that she is subscribed
There's
to.
the link right there. It just
There
dropped.
it is. It just now popped up. Awesome. Oh, Nana Cat wants a joke. Let's see what pops up. Why was the shirt happy to hang around the tank top? Because it was armless. What do they do? Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, here comes Lydia's joke. I saw my husband trip and fall while carrying a laundry basket full of iron clothes. I watched it all unfold. That was funny.
Oh God.
Hmm, that is a good one. Bad joke.
Bad
Nana
joke.
Cat saying bad joke night pot.
I thought it was pretty good.
Mm, she's talking about her joke.
Oh,
Michelle, dad jokes again. Elephants are the largest land mammals on Earth. Yes, they are. Okay, little
okay,
Carrie.
little Carrie, take it easy. Love you.
I was getting ready to say enjoy, but it wouldn't be something I would enjoy. So just get through it, sweetheart. Oh, Paula wants a joke. Let's see what she gets. I've been watching a channel on TV that is strictly just about origami. Of course, it is the pay per view.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Carrie, it is half past the hour. Lydia's joke is my boss told me to have a good day. So I went home. I like that one.
Um. Oh, here he is, right here. Oh, it doesn't say his name. Oh well, I don't care. He looks like he deserves it. Um. Okay, day 25.
Yes.
Striving for goodness in each moment. Um. UBUNTU tells us that we can create a more peaceful world by striving for goodness in each moment, wherever we are.
Mhm.
And then it's Desmond Tutu who wrote that. Dear God, many of us are hoping to see global transformation of our world. We hope to see the world filled with justice and well being, not just for the wealthy and the well connected, but for those society calls the least of these. In our longing and waiting for somebody somewhere to do something, we we lost track of all the ways we ourselves can create a more peaceful world. We pray that moment by moment you help to create a more peaceful world, starting from where we are, helped by our actions and attitudes to create a more peaceful world in the checkout lines and in traffic. Help us by our actions and our attitudes to create a more peaceful world at work, with our coworkers, vendors, customers, and competitors. Help us through our actions and attitudes to make our schools, our neighborhoods more peaceful. Help us moment by moment to create a more peaceful homes. to create more peaceful homes. Help us moment by moment to be centered and grounded in love, determined to strive for the goodness in both the outcomes we desire and in ourselves as we reach for them.
Yep.
In your name we pray. Amen. And then it says those three. Where did I feel loved? Where did I show love? Where you showed love all day yesterday doing that work. Where and how would I like to be more loved? All day yesterday. Well, you were doing that paperwork.
Yes, I was.
Tomorrow is give us the courage to love.
Um, Good morning, Teresa. How are you, sweetheart? You
Good
need to
morning,
email
Teresa.
me your address, sweetie. She also asked for a joke. My dentist is the best. He even has a little plaque. Yeah. Sandra found this on Google. Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah are the only states that allow the firing squad as an execution method. The firing squad has only been used 3 times and only in the state of Utah since the 1970s. Well, my word. I'll have to ask Connie about Mississippi.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, did anybody complete
Good
a
morning,
project
Pat
yesterday?
Cray.
Good morning, Pat Cray.
Did anybody what?
I wondered if anybody completed a project yesterday.
I completed one the day before.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Elizabeth.
Trisha. How are you, sweetheart? I've been missing you. Oh, good, Nana Cat. She finished an amigurumi. What was it? Or what is it? Excuse me. Faith Louise says she finished a section of a project. Well, that's good too.
Oh, thank you, Tiffany. This is for you.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. A cat in a mandala cupid. Oh, I bet that is cute. Yes, Joanne, I saw that.
You mean Pat Cray?
Excuse me. Yes, I'm sorry.
You called her Joanne.
Yes. Pat Craig Joanne. Yes, I saw that. uh, well, awesome. You need to put a brick on that girl's head, sweetheart. She is getting too much looking like a little lady. And Sandra said she started a project yesterday, the Reading Shawl by Ophelia Talks. Oh, that is so sweet. Faith Louise says, thanks
Oh,
for keeping me company
Faith,
at
thank
work.
you.
That is awesome.
Oh,
Oh my God.
random act of kindness.
Yes.
Help someone carry their heavy bags.
That's a good one. It's sometimes when we want to offer up a random act of kindness like that, people look at you funny. Oh, Trisha is saying, Keri, tell what yarn I use for Quinn's scrap gan.
Um, thank you, Teresa. She used all of the dresses that were made for Quinn for her when she was born.
Uh huh.
For the 3 months, she used all of those. Put in an Afghan.
Oh my
She repurposed
word.
the dresses.
Oh, how awesome. Number one, what a neat way to repurpose, but what a wonderful memory. She gets to have love wrapped around her all over again.
Forever and ever.
Yes.
Good morning, little sister. Little
Good
sister,
morning.
do what your big sisters do.
Good morning, little Rita. How are you doing over there? Yeah, she's getting to be quite the little lady. She's losing all of her um, baby ish. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She really is losing her toddler look, and it's always so neat to watch them change, but at the same time, it's like, no, slow down. That's great, Rita. She said today when I was shopping, 5 people asked me if I needed help to get stuff. And I said, thank you so much.
Oh, Nana Kathleen.
Oh, that is awesome.
Who got it?
Oh, I know, Rita, I know. Darcia says she's starting to buffer. I
Maybe
think
I got
later.
it.
Awesome. How great.
Okay, this is for Mama Cat. Oh, I used the wrong one. Oh well, it works. And
That's
this
right.
is for Lydia.
Awesome, awesome.
Lydia must be at work.
Or she just might have stepped away for a moment. Isn't she going to be surprised? That's
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh.
so.
Well,
The blanket that you're working on, Keri, is it for anyone in particular, or you just needed a new project?
I just needed a new project. Something fun.
Mm-hmm.
Something out of my stash. I was feeling like I wasn't seeing the floor. I wasn't doing anything to get to my floor. Kits were, I mean, like I was using yarn, but I wasn't feel like I was, I mean, I was only getting rid of one thing. I want to get rid of more than one thing.
Well, I think the whole purpose, if I'm understanding it correctly, is that you want to use what you have. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So no matter whether you see the floor in 24 or not, just not buying yarn, that's a big accomplishment for you, or will
Yeah.
be. Rita says, tomorrow is my time to be kind. I have to go with cloth for someone at the hospital and take the bus to do it. You mean you have to go with clothes for someone at the hospital and then ride the bus to do it? That's right, Teresa. Shopping from your own stash is really what it is all about.
Yeah.
Oh, Rita. She says, I don't want to work on anything, so I am going to make taco bread instead. That sounds yummy.
That
And
does
Darcy
sound
is going
yummy.
to be working on another hat pattern by Ursula. That is amazing. I hope that you will share it with me in Crochet Combat for this month. I know, right, Faith Louise? Taco bread? Man, that's right up my alley. Is it gluten-free, Rita? That's the only thing for me. Good morning, Danger. I was wondering if he was going to make. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, you'll have to share the recipe. Okay, Laura. She's going back downstairs. I know, Tiffy. I was asking that too. What is taco bread, Rita? You have to share. Good morning, Danger. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. No, ma'am. I'm in Florida. Wayne's working on another project. I still have my home in Texas, yes, but all the way, gluten free, yay! So what goes in it, Rita? You haven't
You're
eaten gluten since
funny.
2011.
You're so soft.
Michelle says, "Danger! He's looking for yogurt, Mom."
I know, and I don't have any.
Danger!
I mean, I'm not eating it right
I
now.
know. Yeah. Nah, he'll jump up in Mama's lap whether she's got yogurt or not. Rita says it is Norwegian something. Imagine that last word, LEFSE, means loaf or bread. Teresa says, I had a terrible nightmare last night. My mom was visiting and said, we've been broken in. They took charcoal and some sticks. I said, no yarn. She says, I don't know. They always take the yarn. I woke up mad and alert. Oh, goodness. Gluten-free flour, eggs, fiber husk, green yogurt, milk, and oil. You too,
Greek
Jamie.
yogurt, not green.
Oh, Greek yogurt. Sorry, did I say green? Good grief. I need to.
I think you
Goodness
said
gracious.
you might have said Greek, but I heard green. Oh,
Oh, goodness. Ellie, you too, sweetheart. You have a beautiful and blessed day as well.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
Oh, no, Paula said she heard it too. So I guess I did say green yogurt instead of Greek yogurt.
Really?
He says, Mama, I want some attention. You know, I don't mind them getting up in my lap, but when they decide to get up in my lap and then clean themselves, I'm like, no, I'm not your bathing station. Yes, green yogurt. I do not like green eggs and ham. I probably would not like green yogurt either. Just like green icing on a cake.
Is there any yogurt? You want to bring me one and a spoon? Please.
You too, Pat Cray. She says she's got to go. A friend of her roommate is there working in her room on the electrical outlets. Well, that is nice. I do not like green yogurt, ma'am. Oh shoot! I wonder what would green yogurt be? Lime?
Thank you.
Oh, real? Yeah. Red icing is the worst. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of tastes nasty. Just like red velvet cake. I don't like red velvet cake either.
This garbage is full.
Ooh, what flavor, Mom? Or does he even care? Is there a flavor that he won't eat?
No.
Oh. Teresa says penicillin or key lime. Okay, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Oh my goodness. Yes. You couldn't go to college where my husband did. They do St. Patty's Day up big. Everything, including streets and all foods, are green for a week. Oh my word. I like green, but not that much.
Get your tongue out of there.
That's a lot of green. Taffy would be in heaven. Yes, and you know what? So would. Sorry.
So with what?
I'm gonna sneeze. Michelle said where her husband went to college during St. Patty's week. Everything there, the streets, all the food was green for a week. And Teresa said Taffy would be in heaven over that. Yes, she would. And so would Madonna.
Yes.
Madonna would love that. Well, before it's time for us to hop off, I want to say thank you all so much for being here with us today. I hope you enjoyed the topic of conversation. Yeah, we didn't talk much about yarny stuff, but we are a family. And so I do hope you enjoy whenever we have little hiccups in our life, sharing with you. And if you're watching the live, please be sure to leave us a little thumb up to let us know you were here. And those of you that have been in the Zen garden just lurking and working on other things, we want to let you know that we appreciate your time as well, because time for everybody nowadays is very, very precious.
Yeah, how is Madonna doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Tiff. I haven't heard anything on her since before Christmas. Or maybe it's right after the first of the year.
I don't
Danger's
know.
like, okay, Mom, when's my turn? I know, Danger. I know. All I can do is tell her. She won't listen to me.
Mm.
Oh, Mama, Danger still has his claws, right?
Yeah.
She did? Oh my goodness. Michelle said they said last night she popped into Granny D's live. Oh my goodness. Well, I missed Granny D yesterday because I was working on paperwork. Mm. I know, Tiff. Yeah, Billy was giving lots of updates in the beginning, but
That's why she's not giving up. Nobody's telling her anything
oh,
because she was talking too much.
well, all we can do, yes, Darcia, Madonna Ballard. All we can do is just keep praying for her that all is going well and that she's healing well. Look at that paw. Mom, I know what that sound is. Yes, I saw that. Michelle, Billy is not feeling well herself, so she's taking a break. Oh, look. Isn't that sweet?
Good morning, Taffy.
Well, good morning, Taffy. Good to see you. Darcia, yes, she did pop in on Granny D. I bet that was a blast. I'll have to go back and catch her live. Do the replay. Oh, okay. Madonna, Nana Michelle. Nana Michelle, how long you been here? Did I say hi to you? Or is this the first time you're popping in? Anyway,
Hi,
Nana,
Nana Michelle.
and there's Bridget. How
Hi,
you doing,
Bridget.
sweetie? Michelle says that Madonna called Granny D the other day. She's going into a nursing home next week temporarily. Well, that is good. That means then she is ready for rehab. Well, I mean, I'm
That's
sure she's
really
been
all
doing
he wanted.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said he was there for his morning treat or daily treat of yogurt. You've been lurking at work the whole time. Okay. But thank you for popping in and letting us know that. That means then she's at a point where if she's going to a nursing home, then they can really step up her rehab if she's been working on any at all, which I'm sure she has. That is great news. Yes, Michelle. So many prayers for great health in 2024 for everyone. That is exactly right. Well, we have been on for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and say thank you again for all of you being here. Yes, please remember those that need our prayers, because, even though we may not be able to do anything, prayer is always something that we can do for one another. So
Mm-hmm.
until we see you tomorrow, and speaking of tomorrow, remember we go on an hour earlier. We'll be on at 10 Eastern time, not 11. So be sure you look for your notifications. And then I will be going live tomorrow night at 6 Eastern. If you haven't caught my notification yet, go look me up. It's going to be a fun topic. But until then, please remember, all of you, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they are waiting to see. Love you all.
Love you all. Be a blessing and have a blessed day.
Bye.
Oh, I almost just shut it off. Bye.